guys? It's your boy, Barca Boy 103. Today we're going to be reacting to the Barcelona news over the past 24 hours. We're going to talk about how Joan Laporta wanted to bring back Neymar when he got elected as the Barcelona president, but of course that didn't turn out too well. And now Joan Laporta also has told Ronald Koeman to start playing Samuel Umtiti and Riqui Puig more, but Koeman has told him no. On Alex Collado, he is still not registered to play for Barcelona. Can we register him in time, or will we have to send him out on loan to either Turkey or Russia? And lastly, we'll give you guys some injury updates around the club on Aguero, Dembele, Dest, Nico. But before we get into it, make sure you guys smash that like button down below. Let's try to get to 200 likes in this video. It'll be very much appreciated. Also, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below if you haven't already, and let's get into it. Before we get into this video is sponsored by the OneFootball app. It's an absolutely brilliant football app that I've been using now for the past few years. It's the best in my opinion. It has everything you need. Breaking news, transfer news, videos. You have all the matches in the top 5 leagues in one spot, or you can even add more leagues. I believe it has 160 different leagues. And also you can follow your favorite football team. Of course, for me, it's going to be Barcelona. You can have, predictions. It tells you the next games. You have news about it as well. You have a nice little place where you can see all the tables for Champions League, Copa del Rey, Super Cup, La Liga. You can have the squad list as well. You can see all the first team players of Barcelona and some of the Barcelona B players as well. Nice little spot for transfers as well, for everything that's linked to just Barcelona. And during the match, there is live voting of the man of the match. But what I love about this app the most is when we score, it tells you who assists, it tells you if it's a penalty or an own goal. Some apps don't do that. It's absolutely brilliant. Of course, it has full-time stats as well, offside, possession. It also has news on La Liga, transfers on La Liga, and stats as well. Top scorer, assists, red cards, yellow cards. This is by far the best football app out there, and the best part is it's free. So top link in the description down below. Give it a go. You won't be disappointed. Let's start off with one of the dumbest rumors that I've ever seen over the past few weeks, coming in from Rack 1 as well. They came out saying that Joan Laporta wanted to sign Neymar when he was elected as the president. He even sent 2 emissaries to Paris to speak with the Brazilian. Neymar confessed that he was dying to return to the Camp Nou and play alongside Messi, which in the end he got his wish, but everything was broken when one of the sheikhs of PSG, knowing the interest of Barcelona, deposited 20 million euros into Neymar's father's account. So apparently, Laporta sent some men over to Paris to talk to Neymar about coming back to Barcelona. PSG found out about this, and they gave his father 20 million euros to stop talking to Barcelona. I mean, I have one statement just to say that absolutely debunked this whole entire rumor, and it's that we couldn't even afford to keep Messi. How in God's green earth are we going to bring in Neymar? With the transfer fee, of course, he only had 1 year left on his contract at the time, so he would have been, relatively cheap for his value, but still would have been expensive for Barcelona. His salary, of course, Messi's salary as well. In the end, Neymar got his wish and Laporta didn't. Now, speaking about Joan Laporta, he has indeed scheduled the second General Assembly for Barcelona this year, coming in from Les Sport 2, and they've come out saying that FC Barcelona's board of directors is already working on the organization of a second assembly in 2021. The idea is that it will be held on the weekend of October 17th and 16th, coinciding with Valencia's visit to the Camp Nou, and it is expected that Joan Laporta will explain the results of the audit, which we desperately need to know. And also, the economic balance of last year will also have to be approved, which according to the president showed losses of 481 million euros. The budget also for the 2021-2022 financial year will also be presented, and it's also expected that the Espai Barca will also be a topic on the agenda, and Barcelona are waiting for the decision of the Pro Cat to determine the place of the meeting. So of course, the first meeting took place at the Camp Nou, but with Valencia coming to the Camp Nou to play, of course, a La Liga game, very, very unlikely, so they're gonna have to find a location, and then of course, the assembly will be huge. Remember, the last one was about, 10 hours long. This one will be the exact same thing, and we're going to get some good information, of course, about Espai Barca, the budget and what's going to be taking place, how long will it take, the audit, what caused, Messi to leave, of course, was the audit, how much Barcelona are in losses, of course, the financial year budget as well for next season. A lot of topics will be discussed, and of course, we will cover it when it takes place. Now, one of the things Joan Laporta has done over the past few weeks has told Ronald Koeman to play Samuel Umtiti and Riqui Puig, but Edu Polo from Mundo Deportivo has come out saying despite the interest of the club that Riqui Puig and Samuel Umtiti have to have minutes and more promise, Ronald Koeman has made it very clear that he does not have them in his plans. So Joan Laporta has told Ronald Koeman, look, you gotta play Samuel Umtiti and Riqui Puig more. They're gonna be great assets to the team. Don't bench them every single week. It's of course not telling them to play every single game, but use these players. Don't just keep them on the bench, have them in the squad list and they don't come on. But Ronald Koeman has told Joan Laporta, look, I do not trust these 2 players. Now, let me know down in the comments below what you think about this. Do you think Joan Laporta is right? Do you think Ronald Koeman is right? And if the president is telling what the coaches to do, you think the coach should have to listen to him? Because of course, what's the point of having the coach? Might as well you just be the coach yourself. And I've also seen a lot of reporters coming out in the media in Spain saying, look, if Ronald Koeman plays Riqui Puig and Samuel Umtiti, it's because Joan Laporta told him to, not because he wants to. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Because of course you want to earn your place in the team, not because your big best friend is telling your the manager to play you. It's on both sides here. So let me know what you think about it down in the comments below. For me personally, he should be playing both of them regardless whether or not he likes them or not. You have to use the squad, rotate, of course. We're not asking you to put them in the starting lineup every single week, but there's an opportunity for them to come on in the game. They have to. Don't go around circles. Oh, I'm going to bring on Nico because I don't want to bring on Riqui Puig, even though Riqui Puig is the right substitution. Oh, I'm going to bring on Dest at center back because I don't want to bring on Umtiti at center back. You know what I mean? Those kind of things. So we'll have to wait and see what Ronald Koeman decides. But right now, he does not trust Riqui Puig and as well as Samuel Umtiti. Now, another player that Ronald Koeman does not trust is Alex Collado, but his situation is very, very different because right now he's not even registered to play with Barcelona, coming in from Can Desir, and they've come out saying that Barcelona want to try and register Collado, but the league sources tell us that Barcelona can no longer do so. Collado's priority is to continue at Barcelona, but there is no legal gap to register him. He will have to look for a way out. So right now, as Collado cannot play a single game for Barcelona, he is not registered in the league, the Copa, the Spanish Super Cup, or even the Champions League. But Barcelona are trying to get him into the league and the Copa and the Spanish Super Cup. But the league are telling them right now, the RFEF Federation is saying, nope, your deadline already passed on September 1st. It's too little too late. We'll wait and see if Barcelona can persuade their way to register Collado, but if he cannot, he has to go out on loan. I think the Turkey and Russian window will close in the next 24 hours or so. So he's got to go out and play. There is no point staying at Barcelona and training with the first team for 4 months and then in January going out on loan. Might as well go out on loan right now, get some experience, and maybe even come back. There are reports coming out saying that he could go out on loan and just until January, so like a 4-month loan, 3-month loan, something like that. And there'll be of course, an option to extend if he does enjoy his time there. So wait and see what happens with Collado, but right now he can't even play for Barcelona. Let's now discuss some injury updates around the first team. We'll start with Sergino Dest. This one's coming in from Can Desir. Now, of course, in the match against Canada the other day, he did indeed go off limping and went off injured, but no worries coming in from having Miguel from AES. He's come out saying that Sergino Dest suffered a grade 1 ankle sprain. He will not play against Honduras for the USA on Wednesday night, which of course is coming up very, very soon. But however, he should be ready for the game against Sevilla if that game takes place on Saturday. So no serious injury there for Sergino Dest. He should be good to go for the game on Saturday if it does take place. Right now, we have absolutely no idea whether or not it will take place or not. It's only a grade 1 ankle sprain. He should be out for only a couple of days. Next up is Nico Gonzalez. Of course, he's not really a first team player, but he's in and around the first team dynamics. And of course, he did play for Barcelona B a few days ago with the approval of Ronald Koeman to get, his match fitness, get his game, mindset all ready to go. But in that match, he did come off injured as well, coming in from Alberto Rogue, but he came out saying that despite getting subbed off due to injury during the Barcelona B game, Nico Gonzalez will train with the first team tomorrow. So it's all good with Nico. In that game when he got subbed off, he was limping, so gave us all a scares. Like right now, he's the backup to Busquets in that pivot in the 4-3-3. All good for him though. He will be in the Barcelona first team training very, very soon, and he will be fit for the Sevilla game if of course it does take place on Saturday. And the last injury update that we have is for Aguero and Dembele, who of course their injuries are more long-term, coming in from having Miguel from AES, and he's come out saying that Kun Aguero's recovery is going better than expected. But however, Ronald Koeman will not be able to count on Dembele and Aguero before November, although the club is more optimistic about recovery of Kun Aguero earlier than Dembele, and it is likely they will be discharged in mid-October, especially in the case of Kun. The return could come against Alaves at the Camp Nou scheduled for October 30th, or against Dynamo Kiev in the Champions League just 3 days later. So right now, Aguero is ahead of Dembele in terms of the recovery process, but of course, we cannot count on either of these two players until before November. But of course, when they come back, they will be very, very pivotal to the team. We're gonna miss them. We're gonna be stuck with Luke De Jong and Braithwaite at the moment, so hopefully these two can come back as soon as possible. But the most important thing is that they come back at 110%, so don't suffer any more relapses. But of course, their recoveries are very, very close, just 2 more months. Now, the last topic that I want to discuss before I end off this video is give you guys a fitness update around the Barcelona first team. Firstly, on Pedri, coming in from Juan Marti from Sport, and he's come out saying that yesterday Pedri returned to first team training despite having until Wednesday off, and yesterday he did some soft sessions, and if everything goes well, he will rejoin the group either today or tomorrow. Now also yesterday, Luke De Jong had his first training session as a Barcelona player, coming in from Edu Polo from Mundo Deportivo, and he's come out saying that aside from Luke De Jong and Pedri at training yesterday, Gerard Piqué has also returned and is probably available for the Sevilla game if it does take place. Koeman is still waiting for the majority of the internationals to return. So some big injury boosts there for Barcelona. Pedri has returned from his long extended vacation. Gerard Piqué is coming back from injury, and Luke de Jong had his first training session with Barcelona. And also on Luke de Jong, his presentation as a Barcelona player will be taking place this Thursday. I think that's September the 9th. It will be taking place. Usual thing, he'll come sign the contract, do a quick interview. Joan Laporta will speak as well, and that will be taking place this Thursday. So it's good to have some players coming back from injuries and vacation to give Barcelona a big boost for the big season ahead. So that was my reaction to the Barcelona news over the past 24 hours. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, and of course leave me your thoughts down below in the comments on everything we discussed. But the main thing I want to know firstly about Alex Collado, you think he'll stay or not? And if you're Joan Laporta, what would you do? Try your best to register him, and if not, what would you do? Let him train with the first team for a few months and go out on loan in January, or would you try to push him out for a low move right now to those clubs where the window is still open? And secondly, on Sambon, Umtiti, and Riqui Puig, if you're Ronald Koeman, would you play them or not? And of course, make sure you guys subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next time on the channel. Take care, and Forza Barca.